Hey guys, it's Axel, and I'm here to do another, what do they call that? Um, Cast, yeah. I don't know. Replay of one of my games. I lost it. It was largely due to macro issues. Let's speed this up. I seem to be pretty strong at getting the, expand out and get it up and running, but I don't ever I don't ever maximize my drones once I start producing units, right? I get all caught up in my military strategizing that I don't pay enough attention to the economy that I'm trying to build, right? See, I got this out 14 pool, 15 hatch, which is a big economic build, right? So, got these zerglings over here. They're going down to make sure he doesn't expand, or at least I know when he does. I didn't check his ramp to make sure he left it closed, but I guess I was just assuming it was. Um, I was gonna go for lings into hydras, into mutas, into broodlords, which I like doing. Um, but it didn't really work this time. But it was really due to my macro being bad, really, because I get these two bases and then I don't do anything else the rest of the game. See, I go up there and I test his ramp and I lose a couple lings. Um, but yeah, that's really the big deal because this guy had a big tendency to turtle, to sit in his base and mine it out until he was gone, and then he tried to expand really, and that I could have capitalized on that so well, you know. He's got an attack up here, but I'm gonna repel it pretty easily. I've got a good amount of units. My production is looking good. He's mining more than me right now thanks to those mules, but I've got two sites, so it's more maintainable. Um, See, right now, he hasn't really seen that I've got a bunch of dudes. He sees guys up there, but he's like, I'm gonna go fight this again. And then he sees this, and I'm sure he's like, oh shit. Lost a few more hydras than I needed to there, but that's okay. But at this point, I think he's scared. He thinks, wow, this guy's all over with tons of units. What am I gonna do, right? I should have capitalized on that and moved out immediately, right? Made something over here, maybe even at the gold. One of these two. Started something somewhere. But I let him sit around. I just massed my forces over in my base, and I let him take this place, right? And you're gonna see this battle goes terribly, and battles go bad, but it shouldn't have lost me the game, right? But if I could have stopped this expansion here, then I think that would have been the game. Yeah, see, he even knows it. But I didn't use fungal growth correctly. I only got one fungal growth off from 3 infestors, so that's pretty bad. Um, Also, I tried to focus fire the medevac that was up there instead of just killing the marines, because there's only one of them, which is a bad idea. I got some mutas to take out that thing and do some muta harass, but I think that probably didn't help either. I spent a lot of time messing around with the mutas, doing that harassment and not expanding, not moving the dudes over here, not building more extractors or whatever they're called for Zerg. And you can see it's going to take another 10 minutes, I think, before it really becomes obvious. But I'm just spending too much time messing around with my armies because I'm not doing anything up here. I'm just making new units with the hotkeys. Uh, and I know it's good to have the things hotkeyed, but I'm starting to think that maybe it's making me detached from my hatcheries and making me ignore the fact that I still haven't made extractors here and I still haven't freaking vomited on this hatchery. I got some brood lords here, which I thought were cool, but I microed them badly, so you're gonna see that I only have 3 soon enough, which is pretty bad. And units lost. The trades haven't really been that good. I mean, before it was great because I I kept him on the run, right? I kept him afraid of my forces, but now I think these last couple battles have made him more confident because I was stupid with my units. I ran him in there. I knew he had siege tanks, and I didn't do anything about it. He had no detection out here either, so I could have, if I decided I want to make some roaches, and unburrow him up there, that would have worked great. I think the broodlords did a lot of damage down here. I don't know if you remember how many Marines started. Let's see, there's like 7 now. Let's go back to say here. There's this many dudes, right? The Brood Lords, with the help of the siege tanks, like decimated these Marines. So let me go back to 30. Okay, well, we're gonna have to go through that again. Anyway, you can see I still haven't made extractors here. I haven't moved out to another base. I mean, I made this, but it's at a point where I don't have the army to support it, really. And it's definitely not in the right place, you know? So, not really sure what I'm doing there. But, I know I should have protected that, and that would have helped a lot. He's building up more guys. You can see his income is doing pretty well. It's way better than mine. I mean, look at this. I've got 1 mining base. It's terrible. I mean, these extractors are out. I think there's some drones just sitting around up here. Yeah. What are those guys doing? Nothing. And this is pretty much the end of it, really. I see that he's got tons of dudes coming up here, and that I'm pretty much screwed, right? I think he sees when I attack my drones that I've got no units left. So he attacks this other big ball, and I GG because I know I'm done. Anyway, the lesson this time is, even though you think you got your guy on the ropes, your enemy, make sure you keep up the macro, keep up the economy to support that turnover in your army, because your dudes are going to die regardless. But the big thing is make sure you have the economy to support it and to keep up that fight. And there was multiple times when he ran out of money where I should have been ready to jump on the fact that he had to make expansions, because that's what I was doing. I was trying to starve him, but I gave it up too easy. Like, I'd fight some dudes and I'd be like, okay, let me produce some more, and not send him down here to protect his ramp or stop him from moving out. So those are the big problems. Anyway, thanks for listening in. This is Axel, and good luck in StarCraft 2.